Strong quotes from Queen of Crime Agatha Christie. Conversations are always dangerous when you have something to hide. Nothing is more curious than habits, almost no one knows they have them. Winning a war is as disastrous as losing it. Life seems most interesting to us when we are about to lose it. As far as large sums are concerned, it is best not to trust anyone. Any woman can fool a man if she wants to, and he's in love with her. A weak man in a corner, he is more dangerous than a strong man. For every problem, there is a simpler solution. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Fear is incomplete knowledge. It's what's inside that makes you happy or unhappy. Our weapon is our knowledge. But remember, it may be knowledge, which we may not know we have. Very few of us are what we seem. Love should be a joyful feeling, not something that hurts so much. You don't recognize the important moments in life until it's too late. The truth, however ugly it may be in itself, is always curious and beautiful to those who seek it. One of the most fortunate things that can happen in life is to have a happy childhood. You shouldn't judge anyone without having heard it before. When there is no humility, people degrade themselves. Evil is not something superhuman, it is something less than human. Instinct is a wonderful thing. It cannot be explained or ignored. The secret to progress is to start. The past is the father of the present. It's amazing in this world how things don't go the way you expect. I learned that the essence of life is going forward, and that life is really a one-way street. Never tell everything you know, not even to the person you know best. Young people think old people are fools, but old people know that young people are fools. The impossible cannot have happened. Therefore, the impossible must be possible despite appearances. Old sins have big shadows. To be humble is to have your feet on the ground. People don't recognize the really important moments in life until it's too late. We always tend to trust people and believe what they say they are. I've thought of every imaginable way to make money. There are only three: inheriting, marrying, or earning. People should be interested in books, not their authors. Smart people don't take offense, they don't jump to conclusions. You don't know if you can do anything until you've tried. Time doesn't rule out an issue, it just presents it again in a different way. Everyone always knows something, even if it's something they don't know they know. Death sometimes alters our feelings. It's always good for good advice to be ignored, but that's no reason not to give it. Human nature is full of inconsistencies. But surely, for everything you love, you have to pay some price. Love is not very reasonable. What's the use of money if it can't buy happiness? Rushing into explanations is always a sign of weakness. Lies people are telling you are just as useful as the truth. If you put your head in a lion's mouth, then you can't complain if one day he bites you. It is far better to be a secret sin, and a source of pleasure to someone, than to be an easy conquest. A woman who doesn't lie, she is a woman without imagination and without sympathy. The heart of a woman who loves will forgive many blows. Love can be a very scary thing. That's why most of the great love stories are tragedies. The happiness of a man and a woman is the best thing in the world. In the midst of life, we are in death. Many homicidal lunatics are very quiet and unassuming people. Time is the best killer. Happy people are failures because they get along so well with themselves that they don't give a damn. Somebody knows so little. When you know more, it's too late. The archaeologist is the best husband a woman can have. The older she gets, the more interest he takes in her. Sadness is the cradle of inspiration for every writer. Any sense of attraction between a man and a woman begins with the incredible illusion that they both coincide in their way of thinking. I suppose without curiosity, a man would be a tortoise. Very comfortable life a tortoise has. Many men are mad, and nobody knows it. They don't know it themselves. When a woman wants sex, she always talks about her ex-lover. One of the saddest things in life is the things you remember. A woman is the best traitor, because when she does that, the man usually doesn't notice. You have to make your own mistakes. Laziness is an unpardonable sin. I always find loyalty to be a very tiresome virtue. It happened exactly the way things happened in the books. I think people tend to kill those they love more than those they hate. Possibly because only the people you love can really make life unbearable for you.